Hello and welcome to this free training on consistency is key to business growth. I'm Janine Henwood, founder of the VA Finishing School and VA Celebrity, and I am going to be training you today on why you need to be consistent in order to grow your business. So let's take a look. The definition of consistency is that it's constant behavior or treatment. So in summary, to be regular in your daily effort, whether it's business, marketing, or personal. Now, a lot of people struggle with being consistent in their businesses simply because they don't have a clear and actionable plan. They don't actually know where they are heading, so they don't know which steps to take when. During this training, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a roadmap for success to help you be more consistent in your business. Now, the 3-step plan of growing your business that we promote within the VA Finishing School is number 1, focus, 2, plan, 3, execute. So let's take a look at focus. You need to create a clear vision for your business. If you don't know what your vision is and where you want to be heading, then you don't know how to create your plan from there. It is super important that you get very clear and specific on where you want to be in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. A vision helps you to create a plan. A plan helps you to build a business. And by building a business, you can secure a little piece of your future. Secondly, under focus, you need to know your services, skills, and limitations. You need to understand what it is that you are going to be offering your clients, what your skills are, what you realistically can offer your clients, and what your limitations are, what you actually cannot offer them because you don't have the skills, or you don't have the time, or you just simply don't know enough about a particular service to be able to offer any services surrounding that. Then, thirdly, you need to create a roadmap for your business that will get you from point A to point B. So let's go back to create a vision for your business. This is where you close your eyes and you allow yourself to dream. You allow yourself to see right into the future where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to be. And with that clear vision, you can then create a roadmap. Think about what you need to do in order to get there. Bigger picture. I always like to start with a bigger picture and then break it down into smaller parts so that I am able to create a roadmap that's going to help me get from point A to point B, from where I am now to where I want to be. Then number 4, under focus, you need to make time for your business. Now, virtual assistants, this is important because a lot of times we don't focus enough on our businesses. We don't invest enough time to work on our businesses. And this is not in our businesses. There is a distinct difference between working on and working in our businesses. Working on our businesses entails actually doing things that is improving, promoting, enhancing, growing our businesses. Things that we are doing to work in our business include working on client work, handling client projects, or anything surrounding what what is bringing you money in terms of clients, that is working in your business. Now, the second step of growing your business is to plan. Planning is essential. You need to create a business plan for your business. So under the focus step, you created a vision, you created a roadmap, and now you are going to refine it into a business plan. A business plan is a plan that tells a person exactly what this business is, what it does, who it serves, and how they do it. So it is a very, very clear plan. And a business plan should ideally be reviewed every 6 to 12 months, but I always like to encourage new virtual assistants to review their business plans at least every 3 months. And the reason I say this is because when we start out with our virtual assistant business, we are not going to know exactly 100% what it is that we want to do and who our ideal clients are and what the products are or services are that we are going to be offering. This changes as our business evolves and as we learn more skills. All these things change. So you need to be able to adjust your business plan according to how your business is changing and growing. You also need to create a marketing plan. Now, a marketing plan helps you to break down simple steps on what you need to do to market your business. How you're going to market it, where you are going to market it, what your budget is going to be for all these things, and how much you're going to spend. Then you need to draw up a plan of action for implementation of the business plan and the marketing plan, right? Actionable steps, actionable plans. So draw up a plan that you can action, like a to-do list or a task list, and make sure that you stick to those timelines and tick them off. Then finally, under planning, you need to create a financial plan. Again, this is essential, guys, because if you don't know what your target amount of money is that you want to bring in each month, your target figure or your goal figure, then you don't know what you want to work towards. So once you know what your budget is, right? So say, for example, you want to bring in $2,000 a month. That's what you want to bring. That's what you want to clear, right? You work out a budget for yourself and you put in there your expenses. So if you have a internet, if you pay for internet, or Wi-Fi, if you have a cell phone contract, any business expenses, any expenses related to your business, so subscriptions and paid products, tools, or software that you use in your business, that goes in there, and you need to include that in your budget. And then you need to also make a monthly plan, right? A realistic monthly plan of how much you are bringing in. So you put on all the figures of everything that you earn, and you put on all your expenses, and what you get out at the end of that is your earnings. So by creating a financial plan, a budget, and then a month-to-month actual plan on what you bring in and what you spend, that will give you an indication of how much you have earned. So thirdly, we need to execute. Executing is our third step in our plan for growing our businesses. You need to schedule your time correctly. So many times I hear virtual assistants say, I just don't have time. Now you need to understand something. You need to plan your time on your client work, and you need to plan your time on your business. But you also, with that planning, you also need to plan how much money you need to charge per hour or per package so that you know how much time you need to spend, and you can also determine how much time you realistically can spend in order to reach your target goal. Now, you also need to block off time so that was covered in point 2, actually. Block off time to work on your client work and block off time to work on your business, right? Whether it's marketing, networking, personal responsibilities. I'm a big advocate of saying network at least 1 hour a day. Whether it's on social media, whether you send off emails to your acquaintances or people that you've met recently at a networking event, do something involving networking, building relationships, because that is so, so important. And then fourthly, implement the steps you laid out in your plan of action, right? Going back to the second step, when you drew up an actionable plan, you need to implement the steps in your execution step so that you can start working towards growing your business. And then fourthly, take action daily. Do things or something daily that is going to help you grow your business. This is very important. We cannot be inconsistent in our actions. We have to be consistent in our actions. Doing something daily, taking action daily is being consistent. Then why does consistency matter? Let's take a look at this. The big why. Consistency is a powerful marketing tool for your business. It's the difference between failure and success, and it helps with the following. Measurement. If you are consistent, you can measure what works and what doesn't. It helps you form a strategy, and it helps you to understand what is working and what is not working. It helps with accountability and responsibility. So by repeating tasks day in and day out, it keeps you responsible and it keeps you accountable, right? Part of consistency is building good habits, good business habits, whether it's personal or business, but it's to creating and building on good habits that is helping you to move forward. Now, thirdly, it helps with your reputation. It establishes your reputation in your industry by helping you create a track record. If you are consistent and people can rely on you to consistently deliver, whether it's good social media content, whether it's a good turnaround time, whatever it is, if you are consistent, people can rely on you, and that helps you create a good, solid reputation for yourself and for your business. It helps you to stay relevant. It helps you to send out a regular stream of information to your audience, whether it's on social media, email marketing, in terms of, on social media, in terms of text content or video content. It helps you stay relevant and in the minds of your audience, because guys, your audience are the people that follow you. Your audience are the people that you want to reach. But in that audience, that's where your ideal client is. So not everybody in your audience is your ideal client, but your audience consists of a large variety of people, including your ideal client. And then also it helps you drive your message home to your audience. So it also helps with trust, which is very important. As a virtual assistant, you need to build trust with your audience, and by showing up regularly and being consistent and dependable, you build trust with your audience. So let's take a look at what you need to be consistent in. Firstly, your online presence, whether it's networking in groups, posting in social media, or just showing up and being visible. You need to be consistent in your online presence. Then you also need to be consistent in your email marketing. So many times, virtual assistants will launch their websites, they launch their freebie or their lead magnets, and they start posting the links and asking people to sign up, and then they kick the email marketing off with a bang, and they send out emails regularly, and then things happen, life happens, and they fall off the wagon and they become inconsistent with their email marketing. So inconsistency is also sporadically. People don't like it when you are sporadic. When they receive 1 month, they receive an email, next month they don't. You need to be consistent in order to stay fresh in people's minds. You need to be consistent with marketing your business. So that incorporates your online presence and your email marketing, because every time we show up for our businesses, guys, we are marketing ourselves. We are marketing our businesses. Social media, advertising, SEO and Google AdWords, offline marketing. Also be consistent in lead generation, right? Generating leads and following up with hot and cold leads, because not every lead that you get is going to sign up with you or buy your products. So you need to keep following up with these people, because maybe the time wasn't right at that time for them to commit, but in a couple of months' time, they might be ready. And if you have not built a trust relationship with them, or if you haven't showed up in their inbox, for example, regularly, they are not going to even think about you when they are ready to approach a virtual assistant or work with a virtual assistant. So by staying on top of your leads, you actually you could potentially gain clients in the future just by regularly sending out an email to your lead saying, hey, just wanted to let you know that I have this service available now, or I am running this special. You reached out to me in February last year and the time wasn't right for us to work together, but let me know if you're interested and I would love to speak to you more about this. Something like that. Not exactly like that, but something like that. Then you need to be consistent with your communication, with your clients, your colleagues, your leads, your finances, tracking and managing your finances, because if you're not consistent, you're going to not understand if your business is working or not, because you don't know how much money you're spending, you don't know how much money you are bringing in. And then finally, you need to be consistent with your output, the quality of your work, the turnaround time, and the value that pertains to your clients. So consistency, as you can see already, it is super, super, super important. Now, I've thrown in a few ways that you can be consistent, and I'm just going to read through them real quick. Get rid of bad habits that hold you back, like time wasters. If you find that, for example, Facebook is a deep black hole for you, then don't set your alarm or set a block off a time in your schedule to just go onto Facebook for an hour and network, and don't click on any links, don't click on notifications, just do that. Then create a schedule for yourself and stick to it. Super important, guys. The best way to get something done is to plan, create a schedule, and then do that, right? Focus, plan, execute. Be disciplined and take daily action. Don't give up. Be consistent by not giving up. It sounds funny, but this is what is going to keep you going. It's just by consistently doing something for your business, consistently showing up for your business. It's going to help you not give up. If something doesn't work, change it. Don't reinvent the wheel, and assess and address. So if you see something is not working, assess what's not working and then address it, change it, right? But don't reinvent the wheel, because by trying to reinvent the wheel, we can often really get stuck on it or get caught up, and then we actually get sidetracked a little bit. We get off topic. So just be consistent in what you're doing, and if something doesn't work, assess and address. That's it, guys. From me, Janine, thank you very much for today's training. And I left you with a little quote there that says, trust and respect is built with consistency. So that's a wrap, guys. Again, thanks so much for joining me, and until next training.